a site that suggests that the Iraqi per capita share of GDP will increase. Quote, the German website Statista. The Iraqi per capita share of the gross domestic product will reach $6,000 annually in the year 2025. The Iraqi per capita share of the gross domestic product will continue to rise between 2025 and 2029 by $971, equivalent to 13.93%. He added that, per capita GDP will rise for the sixth consecutive year to reach $6,971 in 2029. They're going to do everything on Sunday as far as the laws that are needed for the budget. If you do that and you open that budget, what's in the budget? What's in a piñata? We hope to see the budget passed tomorrow. They tell us it will be put before Parliament tomorrow. They haven't pumped oil out of Kurdistan yet, and they haven't finished the unification of salaries yet. Those two items along with others will be a key component that to me need an real effective exchange rate. That's why they've been hiding 12(2)(c) of the new budget amendment. Question: how long should we wait to go to the bank if we are not needing money ASAP? In other words, do you think it will start floating fairly quickly or will it take some time? This will be a managed float, which means it can only change plus or minus 10% per day. When the rate changes, it'll come out somewhere around the $3.80 range. That's my opinion. I don't think it's going to go over $4 until going into the 2025 budget period. I think it's going to stay below $4 during our 90-day window to exchange. I wouldn't worry about time waiting for it to float. Get it exchanged. Don't wait for this to go up in value because I don't think you're going to have that opportunity or time frame. They are kicking off the big expo in Iraq today, the 48th session of the Investment, Development, Prosperity Baghdad International Fair, happening today. Many are attending from out of the country, including 1,000 from the US. This will be a very big international fair for them. Vietnam is a communist country, thus it has a tightly controlled centralized economy. Vietnam has also been used as a storefront for communist China. This disguises Chinese products, making them look like Vietnam-made when in fact, they are only assembled in Vietnam. China deflects criticism and Vietnam has a booming business in product assembly, packaging, and shipping. A currency value increase would cause Vietnam and China to lose a huge export advantage. China and Vietnam have both been long accused of currency manipulation. I do believe it will, indeed, be a while before Vietnam increases their currency value. Mr. Sammy says, we see Germany, France, Egypt, they're all saying to us, just do it. And investors that arrived today all praising Iraq, saying we are stable and we want to do business with Iraq. Even Kuwait, who has the strongest currency in the world, is now coming in and supporting us. It's looking pretty good. Frank, Kuwait holds the most powerful currency in the Middle East, but we see the whole world running to Iraq, not Kuwait. They know the potential of the float of your currency on an international level is going to be insane. Iraq is the prettiest girl in town and everyone wants to kiss her. I do have some wealth managers, redemption center contacts at work today. I hope to hear, was it wealth management related or currency exchange related? Today. Launching of the 48th session of the Baghdad International Fair with the participation of 20 countries. Quote, the 48th session of the Baghdad International Fair opens today, Saturday, with the participation of 20 countries and more than 1,000 local and international companies. This year will be different from previous editions in terms of the diversity of economic, cultural, and artistic activities. We find out they had 300 businessmen with expertise yesterday. You have 1,000 companies coming in tomorrow. You have the 12(2)(c) for the general budget on the table for Sunday, and you have celebrations with TV screens on the streets, in homes and on news websites. I don't know if you guys see what I see, but I don't think there's any coincidences in all the information. But we're going to watch and see because you never know what happens. I don't think anybody has ever seen what we're seeing today. I'm pretty excited about it, just as you should be. Iraq Parliament just said they are going past the budget law amendments this coming Sunday. Frank, Emo, it really looks like all the laws are about to be passed based on what you've been sending me. It really looks like the budget is about to be exposed, maybe Sunday. I don't know. It really looks like the new exchange rate is about to be introduced. Sunday might be very explosive. We may need a few days after Sunday, I don't know. At Trump's table, Raffidain Bank faces threats of U.S. sanctions. This is a new policy to extricate Iran banking influence from Iraq. Trump has Iran in his targets. He wants all Iran's influences removed from Iraq. Article: Advisor to the U.S. President. Trump is in the process of putting an end to Iranian influence in the Middle East. There seems to be a solid push to remove Iran. As Iraq's economic challenges continue, calls are growing to establish a U.S. dollar sovereign fund that would be used to invest oil revenues in economic and development projects that would enhance the country's financial stability. In this context, Mustafa Akram Hantoush, a researcher in financial and banking affairs, stressed the necessity of establishing such a fund, indicating its importance in achieving financial stability and enhancing investments. According to Hantoush's statement to Baghdad Today, Iraq has several local financial funds such as the Development Fund, the Retirement and Social Security Funds, and the Education and Training Funds, but all of these funds are denominated in Iraqi dinars and are inactive due to their inability to engage in major investments of an international nature. Dinar or dollar? He explained that the Iraqi dinar is an internal currency that cannot be used in foreign transactions or large investments, which makes these funds ineffective in generating profits that support the economy. Therefore, Iraq is in real need of a sovereign fund in U.S. dollars through which oil revenues can be invested instead of remaining in the U.S. Federal Reserve without direct use. He stressed that this fund will enable Iraq to enter into safe investments that generate large profits, especially in the oil and gas sectors, which will contribute to achieving financial stability that supports the national economy. He added that effective management of this fund will ensure strategic investments that contribute to enhancing government revenues and reducing dependence on oil fluctuations, as part of the revenues can be directed to development projects such as infrastructure, energy and technology, which will enhance Iraq's financial independence in the long term. Successful experiences. Experts cite successful international experiences in establishing sovereign funds, such as the Norwegian Sovereign Fund, which is one of the largest investment funds in the world, as it invests oil revenues in a variety of assets to ensure financial sustainability for future generations. Experts cite successful international experiences in establishing sovereign funds, such as the Norwegian Sovereign Fund, which is one of the largest investment funds in the world, as it invests oil revenues in a variety of assets to ensure financial sustainability.